Hi there, this is Sandra with the Mortgage Center, another monthly message from my office. I wanted just to share with you some of the trends that are happening within the mortgage and real estate business. And whenever we're giving information to our clients, we're always wanting them, help them get ahead. So the first thing that we're noticing in our office is that financial institutions and mortgage lenders are becoming a lot more pickier about documentation and income confirmation. So before you actually start your mortgage renewal or refinance process or pre-approval, you want to make sure that you actually have 2 years worth of income tax documents completed, and we need everything. So if you've made changes to jobs, T4s, if you're self-employed, you're going to love us. We're going to need a ton of documents. T1 generals, for example, if you're self-employed, um, statement of business activities, all that good stuff. Don't let that discourage you because it won't take you that long to put together the documents, but they are so critical. And then for those of you who are T4 employees, for example, make sure you ask your employer for a letter of employment, and we'll need 2 recent pay stubs that corroborate what your letter of employment says. And be aware that we will, and the financial institution will call your employer who's on the letter of employment just to confirm that you're not on a short-term contract with your employer. So the reason why the lenders are so picky and we have to be so picky is we hate surprises more than you. So the last thing that we want to have happen is for you to put an offer on a house and the financing not go through because of something that we've uncovered just in the process. So we want to make sure that that happens before you actually put an offer on a house. The second thing that we're noticing at the office is that in most cases, a home appraisal is required by the financial institution that's going to do your mortgage. And I'd say in the vast majority of cases. And the appraisals affect financing, um, will affect financing. If you are buying a house and the appraised value is less than the purchase price, you may have to come up with more money for a down payment. If you are refinancing a property and the appraisal comes in less than what we thought the house was worth, then you have access to less equity in the property. We do have a tool called Purview, which gives us sort of like it's like a precursor or foreshadowing on what the property might be appraised at. It's just a tool. And again, most financial institutions are now requiring appraisals, and that appraisal will affect the appraised value will affect how the financing is set up. So we always want to make sure we do that closer to the beginning part of the process instead of near the end. And speaking of the process, the last thing that we're noticing is timing is everything in this market. What I'm finding is in this market, 30 days is a quick turnaround. So, and lawyers require also some time to get the financing together. So you want to make sure that you're prepared for the mortgage pre-approval or renewal or refinance process. Know that 30 days, getting a mortgage approved and completed within 30 days is virtually a miracle. It sometimes takes financial institutions up to 10 days just to issue the mortgage approval. And the reason why I call it COVID time, but actually I think what's happening is that because of the heated market, there's more propensity for fraud. And so financial institutions are doing a lot more due diligence up front before issuing commitments. So that's why it's even more important to make sure that we get your income documents up front. So that's it from my office. We love helping people. And I know you cannot imagine, like, some people think that mortgages is just like terrible torture, but we actually are good at it, and we love helping people. If you want to pick my brain about anything, you can just go to my website at skipthebank.ca and schedule a 15-minute telephone consultation there. All my schedule is open and for you to see and for you to pick that time, and we can meet online or via telephone. And we're also on the usual social media platforms, so you can connect with us on Instagram at Skip the Bank and obviously on Facebook. Okay. Have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me today, and stay safe and healthy.